Good day, everybody. My name is Tevin. I'm starting a little video journal of my trading journey, we can call it. I've been a trader for about 3 years now. I started with a bit of crypto, moved on to the indices, forex, those kind of things. Bit of a backtrack, if you ask me. Um, but yeah, I've been in this space for a while. I've been trying my level best. It's been a journey, um, but I'm actually just starting this so that I can keep a visual record of my trades, how I feel when I take them, why I take them, etc. I do have a journaling app that I use. I'll show you guys in another video if you want, just to have a bit of a checklist, what strategy I'm using, why I'm taking the trade, etc. My risk, all those kind of things. So yeah, first video will be how I trade. Um, yeah, just also small couple of things about me. I don't trade with bots. I don't really believe in the automated trading scene. It's quite popular. There's a lot of people that do. Um, but I believe in give a man a fish, eats for a day, teach a man a fish. You know how the saying goes. So yeah, in this little chart we have here, we've got USDJPY, so the dollar to the Japanese yen. I usually just start off if I have a new chart, right? So I've cleaned out my chart just to show you guys and just for the purpose of this video. I'll try and keep this quick. So you got USDJPY on a weekly time frame. This is purely just to see the direction, general direction of the market. As we can see from down here, we have got a nice upward movement, right? So we can see that the dollar is in quite a good upward bias, right? Then once I've seen that, I look at key levels, all right? So you can see this area here has been touched on this section of the chart, over there, and as soon as price gets there, it bounces, right? Same with here, price got here, bounces. So what I like to do in situations like that is I'll take my little box tool and you'll see, I mean, even this area here, price climbed up to that point and then fell. Price climbed to that point, fell again, tried it again and broke above. So I'd say it's a pretty strong zone. Okay, so I'll just draw. I'm not going to use this part. I'm just going to use this area over here because I'm not living in 2023 right now. Living right now. So okay, so we've got a little bit of a zone here, a little boxy box. Okay, where price has bounced off, has broken above, bounced off once, bounced off twice. So ideally, we're looking at another bounce from the bottom. Okay, then I'll switch to my daily and I'll see, okay, cool. Price is getting quite close to said zone. Okay, but I don't use these zones as my definitive trading strategy. I use trend lines. So like they say, the trend is your friend. I like to draw little. Okay, so a lot of people do it like this. They take their little trend line tool and they would draw like that. Okay, cool. But that trend line doesn't encompass any of these movements. It's just that one and that one. Okay, so I'll take that away, put my rotated rectangle little box, and then I'll draw a zone. Okay, so this zone that I draw needs to have as many touch points as possible. Okay, and the topmost part of any move that try to break the box, okay, needs to stay in the box. So for example, if this had a wick up like that, I would then draw the box like this. Okay, simple enough. So that you know the range of this price action, whatever you want to call it. Traders these days, they've got all these funny words, funny names, spunky names. Anyways, so now we got the uppermost box, right? And then I'll do the same for the bottom. Okay, so I'll just draw a line like that, trying to get as many as the points as possible. And then I open up the box, open it, there we go. So you'll see there some touches there, they broke into the box, blah, blah, blah. Cool. So now we can see for a fact that market has been trending very nicely in this box. Lacquer. Whoops, hello. Cool. So now we want to try and stay in this range, okay? So this strategy so I've got three strategies that I use. The one is support and resistance. Talk about that another time. The other one is breakout trend, right? So I look for a trend, I look for a breakout of that trend, and then that's when I enter another video. But this one is a trend continuation. So I love trend continuations. It's literally so easy. I don't do all these million things on the screen. It's just too confusing. I mean, I've got a bit of ADHD, so too many colors, too many lines, too many things on the screen. It's just impossible for me to trade. Right? So now I've got my zones. Got my upper box, got my lower box, and then I've got my zone here at the bottom where trice where trice is trending to. Okay, so where price is most likely on its way towards, and we'll see if there's a bounce off there. The other thing to take into consideration, because this is a United States dollar Japanese yen thing, we're going to focus on the USD, right? So because of this Trump tariffs story coming on, um, there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market about what's happening with the US. Why is Trump doing this? Why are you doing this? But broski's got a plan, I'm sure. Just trust. My boy's a billionaire, whatever, trillionaire for a reason. He's got it. Okay. Anyways, so now on the daily, we've got our boxes. We're happy with our zones. Let's zoom in. So the weekly is for the direction. The daily chart I use to outline my my boxes, my entry and my exit zones. Okay, more of that in a minute. Then I'll go to the 4 hour and I'll have a look. See, now it's starting to get a bit ugly looking. Ugh. Okay, so now we're here. All right, we're kind of in the middle of this range. Okay, um, just for example, I took a trade yesterday on USDJPY, right about there. Okay. Geez, not there. Sorry, that's many long ago. So over here. Okay. So that was a couple of days ago, but that is the trade I took ultimately. Okay. Just I forget lots of things. So let's do this. All right. So my strategy dictates if market is in a long term depends on how long you want to trade for. If you want to trade for a few months, right, then you're going to look at the monthly chart. If the monthly chart is up, you're looking to buy, right? If the monthly chart is going down, you're looking to sell. So for now, I'm in the 4 hour. I don't want my trade to last extremely long. I get a bit agitated. I want to close that. You know what I'm saying? So I leave the trade or go and look at the 4 hour because I'm looking to hold this position for maybe a couple of hours, maybe a few days at most, right? And being a funded trader, that's what I forgot to mention. I, for the first time, have been funded. I mean, I traded a lot with my own money in the beginning, lost a lot of money, made a lot of money. Um, Essentially, just end up break even because with a small account, I mean, you can fund your account, you can make a loan, you can take your salary or something, right? You can sell your shoes on Facebook Marketplace, and you can take that money, you can put it in to a trading account, and you can trade with 1,000 rand, you know. But you ultimately risking so much to make any money that's worth any time or effort that is actually useless, right? So the way that a lot of people are doing it now is, and have been doing it, is using prop firms. Okay, I'll explain prop firms in another time, in another video, right? But I've got a 10K funded account. So funded 10K. I've received a payout already. So this upcoming payout will be my second one, hopefully. Anyways, let's get back to this. So 4 hour, the 4 hour is down, down only. All right. So when I was looking at this trade, I was looking at this area over here. I'm just going to circle it, this area right here. As we can see that price was at the bottom zone, shot up, reached the top zone. So now I'm looking to sell because the market's going down. The trend is your friend. Market's obviously always going to go in the direction that it has been going, I guess. Not always. Just rewind. Okay. So now we've got our area. This is our area of interest. This little circle, this this one here. Okay. Now let's remove that. Looks ugly. Now we're looking at areas to buy in, or to sell in, or to enter in, whatever. Okay. So while the price is here, I'm looking at zones where the market is rejecting. Okay. That's also very complicated. Once we're in the box, I'm actually waiting for the middle point of the zone. Once we hit the middle point of the zone, I'm going to take a entry. Okay. So here, probably over there. If I was going to go long on this position, I would have entered over there because it's in the middle and exited as it enters the box. Okay. Again, coming back to this one, sorry. Let's take our sell position, right? And I entered over there. I entered at about, I think it was 150. Yeah, 150 on the dot. Okay. With my stop loss just like 5-6 pips above the previous high. Okay, so like over there, I think my stop loss was 151.5 or something like that. Let's do 151.5. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna drag this all the way down into the next box. Okay, into the lower box, my target area, and then we watch the trade. Simple, simple. So what happened with this trade, funny enough, is I got agitated. I got such bad trade exhaustion. Um, Price was flipping fantastic. Came down, came down. I added some sells, added. Price came here, consolidated. Price climbed. I was like, so I was like, damn, this is stressing me out. What did I do? Your boy added some more. Put some more in there. So yeah, all the red arrows is where I actually sold. So my initial sell was up there, added a couple of times over there, price came down, came back up. I was stressed, but I was like, screw it, put some more, in there, and then price came down again, right? So now, this is where I ended up closing my position right here. I'll put the green arrow where I closed. It was over there, more or less, because price came down. and then bounced. Okay. So I was like, screw it, I'm closing. I can't take it anymore. Closed up, and then that's where I took my profit. All right. Through this whole procedure, my risk was a 0.5% of my account. So 0.5% of $10,000 is $50. Okay. Through Now listen to what I'm saying. Throughout this whole trade, my risk was $50. Okay. When price was up there, it was 50. When I added, I moved my stop, my risk is $50. Price came down, I was up by a lot. I think I was up by about 400 US, which is 4% of my account, which is a lot. I don't try and go for crazy percentages, just the basics, just a tiny, tiny one, right? Price came down here, reversed. I was at break even, okay? Now, while I was at break even, my stop loss was here, at this area here, okay? So which means if price had to continue up and hit my stop loss, I would have only lost $50, right? So my risk remained the same. Eventually price came down, 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 and then I was about 5% of my account in profits. I closed up. I said, that's enough. I've had enough. I'm sick of it. So I just closed up. And that's basically how I trade. I trade as simple as can be. I look at where the market's going and I just follow what the market's doing. Ideally, I would have loved to, where's this tool? I would have loved to follow the market all the way down into this box or into, oh geez, there, into this main support structure. Support. The price is being supported up. If I had enough patience, I would do that. Trading teaches you a lot of ugly things about yourself. And yeah, I'm greedy and I'm impatient. So, anyways, that's the video for today. So, that's the trade I took. I entered high, right? I sold up there, rode the wave down, scared me, pooped my pants. Wave came down again. And then also just a key thing about just why I closed where I closed. Here we're price reversed, right? I also saw a little bit of a little of a little bit of zone there, right? So I told myself, okay, if price comes down there again and rejects, I'm gonna close. And price did. Price came down and then came up, and that's where I closed, right there, right there. So moral of the story actually is don't trading is not a get rich quick scheme. Trading is slow, consistent profits, right? But not it's not even about the profits. Trading is about taking your losses in your stride, not over leveraging. Don't be like me in the past, and by past I mean last week. Don't be like, okay, I'm just gonna add to position, and then your position is so big that if price had to hit your stop loss, you blow your account. Because that's what happened last week. I had a 15K challenge that I just recently bought, and I forgot that lot sizes are working a bit differently. Um, my actual account, I was 0.02% from blowing. The challenge, finito. So this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is years of your life that you're gonna have to dedicate to this. It's a skill. It it kind of drives you insane. It makes you feel like you are an insane person because the emotional roller coaster. I mean, you have to be stoic in this line of work. Um, it's way easier said than done because because having emotion, looking at your money go up and down is actually insane. It's actually crazy. Um, versus demo trading, you don't feel emotion there. So this should be like a trading thing for most of us, but it's not. It's not as easy as that. You have to realistically look at money. If you see money that's gonna change your life, if you see $500 and if $500 is someone's salary in your country, close up. Don't wait for 1,000. Lock in your money. Don't be greedy. I've been I've been guilty of this many times. Many, many, many. So when you see profits, yeah, move your stop loss, move your stop loss. Like I mean, with this trade, there came a point where my stop loss was plus $200. So I would have still closed with $200 in my account, but I didn't want that. I actually wanted a bit of extra, right? So I said, screw it. I'm not gonna wait for price to get to $1,000, which is 10% of my account, which would be, I'm not gonna wait. I don't have the guts to wait that long. Um, I had a bit of trade exhaustion, so I was like, no. Um, all in all, this is a very long video. I do apologize, but it's fun. Hopefully the first of many. And what I'll be doing is I'll be walking you guys through the trades I take, why I take them, and then also whenever they close, I'll be just posting an update video, just a quick one, just to show you guys what happened. There's a lot of trades that um, I set, right? And then I wait for the opportunity to enter. So I'll wait for the entry or wait for the setup. If the setup doesn't happen, if I'm like a little bit away from price, if I wanted to enter at 3051 and price came to 3050.5 and then went the way that I was hoping it would go, I don't enter. That's just a lost trade, unfortunately. There will be many, many, many more. There will be many, many more. And I forgot where I was going with this. So, yeah. Anyways.